Hello and welcome to the Inner Game of Entrepreneurship podcast. I'm your host, Sarah, and today I want to talk about what is happening, what it feels like when you OMG fuck around and manifest the business of your dreams and then you're drowning. This happens. It happens all the time. I have recently gone through one such level up of myself, and it is the place that my clients frequently come to me in. And this moment where you've passed threshold one, where you've gotten the offer together, you've done the launch, you've put out the big thing, and it works. Praise God, it works. You've called in everything you want, and now suddenly you have more clients, more deliverables, more demand. And what you quickly realize is that your business worked at your last level of success when there was less demand, less deliverables, less clients, but it does not work at this level. And it usually doesn't work at this level because your systems don't work, right? Like you have a business where everything runs through you. Everything runs through your body. Maybe you have a VA, but it's the kind of VA who's sitting around waiting for you to tell them what to do. So when you're really busy, you don't even have time to tell them what to do. So you don't really delegate to them. Or you have to triple check and redo their work, maybe because they're not actually like skilled enough to do the things that need doing. They were skilled enough at the last level, but not at this level. Or your clients, there's a portion of your offer that is a done for you or done with you part of the service, and you need to look at things for your clients. And that worked when you had less clients, but now all of a sudden you have more clients and you've got more things going on. You have more time that you're on calls, and then you don't have enough time on the back end to deliver the thing that you promised these people. And or all your marketing runs through you. So you did all this marketing, you got all these people in, and now you're serving the customers that you have. So you ghost your marketing. So the momentum that you've built stalls out. Your Instagram goes dead. Your podcast goes dead. Your YouTube goes dead. You're not marketing anymore. And so then at a certain point, you're like, the money's going to stop. Like, this is not now a repeatable rinse and repeat system. I pushed through the launch. I got all the people in, but when these people are done with their package, I'm going to have to start all over again. There's going to be a financial gap. It can also look like I have brought in all of these clients and now I'm trying to deliver to these clients, serve them the thing that I promised them, do my marketing. And I'm so busy that my self-care has completely dropped and I'm not taking care of myself. I'm not going to the gym. I'm not working out. I'm not doing my hobbies. I'm not having time with my family. So I'm breaking down. My mental health is breaking down. I feel constantly overwhelmed and stressed. And now I feel so busy that I feel like I can't stop what I'm doing to get the help, to get someone to understand what's going on so that they can come in and help me. I'm drowning in the success that I created. Hello, somebody. This moment is a leadership threshold. It is an initiatory threshold. And in this moment, there are two paths before you. Path number one is that you can rise to the level of the occasion. You can rise to meet the moment. And path number two is you can collapse. You can like burn out, right? You can collapse on delivery, fall down on some things. Clients will leave. People will ask for their money back. You'll go into a shame spiral. You'll ghost your marketing for a while. Essentially, what will happen is you will not raise your execution, your systems, your performance to meet the level required by the moment. And eventually, you will pull your business back down to the level it was at before because that's the business you know how to manage. That's the business you know how to lead. That's actually where you're comfortable. This is why I be telling my clients sometimes, before you go do magic for more clients, before you go do manifestations for more money, do magic for more capacity. Ask for a bigger back. Ask for stronger shoulders. Like you're asking for the wrong thing because you can, and people do regularly, bone yourself by calling in this bigger thing and then you get it and you're not prepared to manage it. You're not prepared to lead it. The having of it freaks you out, stresses your nervous system out, stresses the systems out. The systems work, but not with this many people running through them. The leadership structure you had worked when you didn't have so many customers. And so it burns you out. You collapse. You bring the business back down to the level you were at before. Something that happens all the time when customers come to me and they're like, my business is working, everything's working, and I want the next level. I frequently have to ask them, are you prepared to be different in the business? And they say, yeah, totally. And I say, when we do this, when we implement your next level systems and your next level structure, you're going to have to work differently. You're going to spend time on different things. You're going to focus in different ways. You have to do different work in the new model of the business. And they say, of course, I have no resistance to that. I'm absolutely down. But then when it's time for them to actually be different, they lose it because they weren't ready for that next level. They weren't prepared that they would have to change. And so often we think that the answer to all of our problems is, I want more money, I want more clients. But when you get that, you will see that what that requires is that you now have to be different to steward all of the success that you called in. You're going to have to show up differently. The level of you the level of you and your business that can sustain this level of success. You've never been this person before. If you had been this person before, you would have had these results before. You've never been this person before. So you can tank it and pull your business back down to the old level. And 6 months, 8 months, a year from now, you'll be here again. You'll do another big launch. You'll bring in new customers. You'll collapse from delivery. That'll fizzle out. You'll go back, right? So you can stay on that cycle for a long time. If that's your choice, I've got nothing for you. You can end the episode here. Vaya con Dios. Go back to the couch. Go lay down. Go have your freak out. Go have your meltdown. I'll see you when you're ready for option number 1, which is rise to meet the level of the moment. Step into the next level leadership. Say yes to the next level that your business is requiring of you. Rise to the level of the occasion, which is about resourcing yourself and resourcing your business to sustain this next level. Now, if this is your choice, if this is what you're going to choose to do, the first thing that you must do is decide it. Can't do nothing without a decision. Decide, when we decide, the Latin root of the word to cut. You cut off any other option. I'm not available for tanking my business. I'm not available for letting my new clients down. I'm not available for ghosting my marketing. I'm not available for going back to my old level. I'm cutting off any other option than that I will stabilize at this level. Period. So the first thing is you have to choose it 100%. You have to get in your damn cooch about it. Here's where I'm at and here's what I'm doing. And then you have to decide you're going to resource yourself to the next level. So you're going to have to step back and look at what you have. What do I need to delegate for this current level of work to work? What do I need to get off my plate? Where am I necessary here? And where am I holding things up? What could I get off my plate? What systems have to change for this to work? What in my leadership has to change for this to work? Right? The basics. Let me get to that 30,000 foot view. If I'm drowning, what needs to change? Some things are going to have to come off my plate. Some systems are going to have to change. Some ways of being are going to have to change. And then the next things for me, and what I tell my clients, your self-care cannot slip, right? A lot of times our self-care, we're doing our basics, right? We're doing our workouts, we're doing our meditation, we're doing our journaling, we're doing our day-to-day. The level of self-care that works when things are calm is not the level of self-care that works when you're under a high stress situation, when you have increased demand. Increased demand means you need greater care. And this is really challenging for a lot of us because for a lot of us, when there's more work, we bump ourselves to the bottom of the list and we start ditching even our base level of self-care. I don't know about you, but for me, there's like 3 to 5 days I have to fuck around with my base level of self-care before I am in a depression. And then I'm really not going to show up. And that is bad. I can't allow that. So the self-care is non-negotiable. What do I need as the engine of my business? What do I need in order to resource myself to feel good to deliver at this level? It's probably more self-care than my current, right? So when we're in a place where there's more work, a lot of people, we start panicking. You start overworking, you deprioritize yourself, your gym, your sleep, your pleasure, taking of your care of yourself goes. And then you're making shitty decisions because you're exhausted and you're operating from survival mode. That's not going to work. So your self-care cannot slip. When you're taking this 30,000 foot view, we're looking at which of my systems need to change for this next level to work? What in my leadership needs to change for this next level to work? What do I need to delegate in order for this next level to work? For me, that also looks like, do I need a housekeeper? Do I need to have a meal delivery system for a little while so that I am getting fresh cooked meals delivered to my house once a week so that I have the food that I need for my body to feel good? Do I need to go from having a gym membership to having a personal trainer because I cannot slip on exercising? What do I need to do to take care of myself so that I can be the leader this moment needs in this body? Because the business doesn't work if the body doesn't work. And for me, the next thing is you need a mentor. You need someone pouring into you, right? If I'm in a place of increased output, I'm delivering to more clients, I'm taking care of more people, I'm pouring out more. That means I need more pouring into me. I need my therapy sessions. I need time with my coach. I need to be in programs that fill my cup. There is no other thing. I need to find a mentor who knows how to do the thing that this level requires and can help me do it, can guide me, can check me when I'm making a shitty survival level decision and say, whoa, 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 why are you choosing that? Why wouldn't you choose from this next level? Why don't we do it this way? Who can point out to me things that I haven't even considered yet because I've never been at this level before. So if I'm at the precipice of a next level, I need a mentor. That's non-negotiable. If I'm pouring out at a higher level, I need support at a higher level. That's what it looks like to resource yourself at the precipice of this next level. Now, here's where this gets tricky. It's really easy to go into scarcity right here, to go into, I can't afford to do that, or I don't have time to do that. Scarcity decisions. Almost all business level ups at any level of business at any moment have this precarious moment where you're like almost making enough money to fund the level of support you need to manage where you're at and to get to the next stage, but not quite. That's pretty much always what a level up is. There's that catch-22 moment where you're like, if we had this many more clients, then I could afford to bring on the OBM. If we had this many more clients, then I could afford to get into that mastermind and work with that coach who could help me. If we had this many more clients, then I would be able to hire the team that would make it possible for me to deliver to this many more clients. But we're not quite there yet. And so you can talk yourself out of investing in the next level support that's required to stabilize right here and say, I'm going to do it all myself. And then you're going to pull it all down. I do this too. We all do it. We all go, oh God, I just started making this much more money. I want to keep this much more money. I had this money earmarked. I wanted to pay off debt with this money. I wanted to just feel what it was like to have more money. If I get this more money in and then I hire another person, am I just canceling it out? Blah, 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 blah. We talk ourselves out of it. But if this level and the level you're headed into requires more delegation, new systems, you to have greater support, that's just what it requires. And if you do not give yourself the thing this level needs to stabilize for you to feel safe in it, you will pull it all down. And then the next thing that we tell ourselves is, I don't have time. Like, I'm already so busy. I can't get help right now. I couldn't be in a mastermind. I can't prioritize calls with a coach. I can't go to the gym right now. I can't take time out from all the work I'm doing to review all of the systems and create SOPs. I can't take time out of what I'm doing to hire a new team member and train this new team member in. I can't do it. It's too much for me right now. There's no way that I could make that work. And so we try to do it all ourselves and we tank it. You must resource yourself at the level that your success is demanding. And the piece of coaching I always offer myself when I'm in this moment, I just went through it recently. And the piece of coaching I will offer you now, the piece of coaching I think is the number one most important piece of coaching you can ever have. Make decisions from the business you want to be running a year from now, not the business you're running today. Make decisions from the business you want to be running 6 months from now, not the business you're running today. If the business you're running 6 months from now, you have an OBM, you have somebody writing all of your copy for you, you have somebody doing your social media management for you, you have a VA doing a bunch of admin tasks in your business so that you're completely freed up for client delivery, then you need to make those investments today. If the version of you 6 months from now has a mentor and is in a mastermind where you're getting your needs met, you're getting support, you have outside eyes on your business, you have a community of peers who is reflecting this next level back to you, then that's what you need to get into today, because there is no way to create next level results from your current level of decisions. There's no way to do it. There's no way to do it. If 6 months from now, that's where you see yourself being, then make the decisions that are guaranteed to get you there. The decisions that are guaranteed to get you there, 6 months from now, a year from now, they choose the support. They say yes to the investment. They do it strategically. How am I determined to make this money back through the business? How do I make sure that this team member is paying for themselves in the business? How do I ensure that I'm going to get what I need out of this program so that it pays for itself through the business? Do it strategically. But if the version of you 6 months from now has those things, how are you going to get there if you don't choose those things? Make decisions for the business you want to be running a year from now, not the business you're running today. Bring in the help. I recently went through this threshold myself. And it's always surprising when it happens. You can think your systems are so well set up. You can think that you are in such a good position in your business and then have a really successful launch. And within a couple weeks go, oh shit, I'm drowning in delivery. It turns out the systems we have in place worked at the last level. They don't work now. It turns out the team members that we had in place worked at the last level. They don't work now. Things are going to have to change. For me, the way that I can tell that I'm at that precipice, that I'm staring down those two choices where I'm like, I'm on the verge of fucking this all up. I start feeling exhausted. I start wanting to watch a lot of TV. I start skipping gym. I start sleeping through my alarm. My personal care starts to slip, and I start opening my laptop first thing in the morning and being like, gotta get caught up, gotta get caught up, gotta get caught up. That is a signal to me that I am at the precipice. Something has to change. If you've been around for a while, you know I am unwilling to lead this business in a way that looks like a shitty day job. I'm unwilling to lead from burnout. I'm unwilling to white knuckle my way through growth. I'm unwilling to entertain success that requires me to sacrifice pleasure, joy, a life I love, the white space on my calendar. I'm not willing to do it. And in order for me to run this business in a way that allows me to serve the number of people I want to serve, help the number of people I want to help, do the great work for my paying customers that I want to do, maintain a visible presence online, I can't do that alone. And I can't do it if all of my self-care drops and I slip into some kind of overworking, overfunctioning depression state. I can't do it. It will not work. We do not build empires from survival energy. We do not build empires from survival impulses. We do not build empires from survival decisions. We do not build abundance from scarcity decisions. And so when I start going, I can't afford to get the help that I need right now. I don't have time to stop. I'm too busy. There's too much going on. I can't even stop to tell people what I need help with. That's a survival story. That's a nervous system level, survival level, old script coming up and trying to make business decisions. I cannot allow it for myself. I have to pause. I have to go, is that how we want to lead this moment? Do I want to meet the abundance, the success that I am encountering in the world right now with scarcity and shutdown and overworking? Or do I want to be able to play? Do I want to be here to dance with this level of abundance? Do I want this to be a great ass time? I want it to be a great ass time. And if I want it to be a great ass time, then I have to make different decisions. I have to make leadership decisions that rise to meet the level of the moment. So what do I do? First, I call my friends and I get a head check. Then I decide that I'm going to rise to meet the level of the moment. Then I take a break from everything I'm doing. I sit down and I take a 30,000-foot view and I go, what's not working? Why do I feel overwhelmed? Why do I feel like I'm overworking? What are the things that I feel like got to do that, got to do that, got to do that? What am I feeling stressed about? Let's break it all down. What do I need to delegate? If I don't have the person in place, what needs to change on the team? And who can help me right now? And I go get myself a fucking mentor. I go get into a mastermind. I go find somebody who can pour into me and take care of me and support me so that I can be the leader I need to be in this moment. I bring my housekeeper back. I get on a meal delivery service. I have to be well. The business doesn't work if I'm not well. And so I place this upon your altar. If you are also at just such a moment where things are going well in your business, you're making money, you have the clients. On paper, it's everything you ever wanted, but you're drowning in delivery and you certainly couldn't grow more without tanking everything. If that is the moment that you're at, I invite you to rise to meet the level of the moment. And if you need a mentor for the moment, Powerhouse Mastermind is the place to solve these problems. This is the place where you learn how to restructure the back end of your business, not just learn how to do it, but get support in doing it so that the structures that are in place, the systems that are in place free you up. You can put more white space on your calendar where you can emotionally settle into what is required of you in this moment and anchor into who you need to be to enjoy the success that you've called in and the success that you're going to call in. Make more money, work less hours, have more fun with a posse of bad bitches who are also making more money and working less hours and having more fun. It's a great ass time. Powerhouse Mastermind doors are open right now. The doors will be open until May 25th. I only have 15 spots available. It is my year-long exclusive mastermind for heart-centered service providers who are here to make a big impact on the world and are not willing to sacrifice their life, their joy, their pleasure to do it. You can go to intuitiveedgecoaching.com/powerhouse to apply. It is $19,999, $20K for the year. There is Klarna Afterpay for pay in full. And if you decide to pay in full, you also get a VIP day with me. You get a 6-hour private intensive with me that is usually $5,000. You get it for free if you pay in full. We can do that in person here in LA. You will stay in a cute hotel. We will work together on a big project in your business, like building out a curriculum or a marketing plan or redoing all of your systems in one day. And then we will have a cute catered lunch. We will go out to dinner and celebrate with champagne afterwards. Doing it in person in LA is really cute and delightful. Everything is included except travel. Or we can do it over Zoom if you prefer not to travel. That is what you get if you pay in full. That pay in full bonus is available all the way up until the last day. And you can pay in full using Klarna and Afterpay and get that bonus. I also have a couple of payment plans. I have a monthly and a biweekly payment plan available. It's really the best place to be on the whole internet. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I truly believe that. Again, you can apply at intuitiveeducoaching.com/powerhouse. I can't wait to read your application. I hope to see you there. Okay, love you. Bye.
That's our episode for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. I know there are so many things that you could be doing with your day, so many things you could be listening to, and it means so much that you are here in this community. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment, share it on social media, and tag me at Intuitive Edge Coaching. Share it with a biz bestie who you think needs to hear it and will appreciate it. And take a moment to to subscribe, and to leave a 5-star review wherever you are listening. It helps me grow this show, and it helps us grow and sustain this brilliant community of entrepreneurs dedicated to doing the inner work. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, love you. Bye.